Are we on? I think we're on. We were disconnected somewhere there. We were disconnected. Wait a second. Yeah, we're on. At least I know that much. Wait a second, I want to see and to be perfectly sure that we're on. Everything suggests that we're streaming. Yeah, so let's go back to the game. I think I need some time to think it over. The meal is nearly done anyway. Yeah, Sophia left and Cinders was happy to see her sister working fine. All that's left is to get one of those servants to cook the rest right before it is served. I really need to get out and gather my thoughts. Everyone is busy, so I'm sure no one will notice if I sneak out. That's Cinders for you, if you had not the pleasure of seeing her before. The main hallway is empty. No surprise there. As I thought, everyone is busy right now. I don't have much time before dinner, but I'm sure I could sneak out and be back in time. All that talk about my mother reminded me that I haven't been to her grave in a long time. Might be dangerous to sneak out during the day, but I don't know if I'll get another chance. I'll just have to move as quickly as I can. Here we go! To the cemetery! Where most possibly a Cinders' mother grave is. I don't even remember how long it's been since I last visited the cemetery. Mother grave isn't hard to find. It's guarded by a statue of an angel crying gracefully. Father's idea. Yep, that makes sense. If he was a man full of ideal passion and fairy tales, it's quite obvious that this statue down in the background is exactly the one. Looking at how much pain the angel is in, it's clear that father took mother's death very badly. I can't bring myself to look away from the statue. I'm sorry, father. The grave must be in terrible condition by now. I haven't had time to care for it. Wait, the grave is clean. Not just clean, but polished as well. Someone must be caring for it. Step away from the grave! Don't know who said that. Who's that? I've had it with all you grave robbers. Folk like you have no shame. Ooh, she looks exotic, doesn't she? What are you talking about? I'm not a grave robber. Of course you aren't, and I'm the... Hold on. I know you. You're Kermosa's stepdaughter. I am. Suppose you know Kermosa? No Kermosa? Of course not. But I sure know you. Well, I guess you have an advantage over me then. I have no idea who you are. You don't know? I live in the town. Folk there call me Madame Gade. Madame Gade. As in the witch that everyone talks about? So you have heard of me. The stories that tell are an exaggeration, though. Those half-wits label anything they don't understand as dangerous. Even more so, seeing as I am a woman who's smart, or rather I should, sorry, smarter than they are. I suppose it frightens them. Here we have another person in the roster of characters, Madame Gade. She's a addition to the fairy tale. She doesn't show in the fairy tale. So she's sort of a character who was waved into the storyline by the creators of the game. She has a purpose in the storyline, and it's a nice one. Although it doesn't stop them from running to me anytime they have a problem they can't fix. Sorry, Personally, I prefer the term wise woman. It's a lot more appropriate, I think. What should I tell her? So you are not a witch. Yeah, people can be stupid. Out of all the things Cinders knows is that it's quite possible that a lot of people in this are superstitious. She was superstitious herself when we spoke with Sophia. We said quite clearly that it is quite possible that Cinders herself was, when she was a child, superstitious. So yeah, people can be stupid. People can be so stupid sometimes. The instant they see something they don't understand, they fear it. Do they? Just a second. I just want to see one thing before we continue. Yeah, okay. It's ridiculous and close-minded. Damn, sure it is. At least we have a understanding with her. That's a very bitter outlook on life, though. I'm sad that someone so young already sees the world that way. Sad that you said the same exact thing. I'm old and bitter child. The world has thrown its worst at me. But you are young. You should be dreaming of doing great things, not going around calling people stupid and close-minded. So I'm supposed to be a naive dreamer, just because I'm young. That's ridiculous. Don't you agree? If you continue to argue with me, I will turn you into a toad. Wait, I thought you said you didn't know magic. I only said that the stories about me have been exaggerated. But that hardly matters now. After all, I've got you in to stop arguing, didn't I? True, but still. Why are you here anyway? You scared me when you shouted at me. I was just visiting the old friend. I was on the way back from picking some herbs in the forest by the lake. Oh, I've heard that the forest and the lake are special. My father used to tell me that they are magical. And we're talking about magic again. I can't help it. The atmosphere here is so mysterious. Doesn't feel as if this place is magical. Wait a second. Yeah, as if this place is magical, sorry. Do you believe in magic? A little. I believe in myself, or not really. Let's say a little. No, wait. We played this the other way around last time I said. Yeah, I believe in myself, which actually roots out the magical in Cinders, because we don't need her. We don't need her help, magical help. At least I hope we don't. I prefer to believe in myself. Ah, but that didn't really answer the question. Well, it hardly matters whether magic is real or not. Some people think that their life is ruled by fate. In reality, it's just easier for them to blame everything on fairies instead of their own mistakes. I prefer to take my fate into my own hands, so it doesn't matter if magic exists. I'll still aim for what I want. What a rare and refreshing outlook on life, especially for a young girl. Most women in this weird country seem content to accept whatever is handed to them. And this line, of course, somehow, when you play this game, exactly points you directly, if you know what I mean, at Sophia and Gloria. Perhaps you would like to come visit my shop the next time you're in town. Tomorrow, maybe? Maybe. Is there any reason you're inviting me? Oh, do I need a reason? Said Madame Gade. Perhaps it's merely that I like you. Or we could talk about your mother. Wait, you knew my mother? Of course I did. Why do you think? Who do you think has been tending to her grave all this time? It surely wasn't you. So you were friends with my mother. Seems... yeah. There, your question can wait for tomorrow. I'm tired and I need to return home. Shouldn't you hurry home as well? You'll be in deep trouble if Carmosa discovers you're gone. How did you know that I snuck out? Who knows, maybe I saw it in my crystal ball. Or maybe it's just that I know Carmosa wouldn't let you wander around the woods on your own. I really wasn't to I really want to see you tomorrow, but it won't be easy. Hermosa usually keeps a watchful eye on me. Well, then I'll just have to think of something. You will have to think of something, won't you? You won't get anywhere and think out of life if you don't take a few risks," said Madame Gade, which obviously is a very good life advice. I guess so. I'll try to come tomorrow. Excellent. I'll see you then. Take care of yourself. That was certainly an unexpected meeting, but what a character. I definitely want to speak with her again. Cinders seems to be in a good mood. For now, I'd better just concentrate on getting home. Magic or not, the witch was right about one thing. If Kermosa finds out I snuck out, I'll be in deep trouble. And we're streaming for around 40 minutes. How to say it? I hope we will. We have like 20 minutes more, something like that, and we go to our residence, obviously. Come on! Back in the hall, it seems. All clear in the main hall. I don't have anyone screaming my name. Looks like I made it back in time. Oh, pardon me, madame. I was just on my way out, and that was not the voice I tried to impersonate, or I tried to create for this guy. Shady character. This guy, in the last stream, if you haven't played with me, or if you haven't played this game, he's a sort of a, as the name says, shady character. He's a maybe a bandit, maybe a sort of informant who does the business that every other people needs from time to time, but they don't want to be affiliated with him. They don't want to be seen with him. He's a guy, you know, the black sheep in the herd of this town, and it seems he always finds his way into a certain moment, or he's doing certain deeds. But no one trusts him, but everyone needs his service from time to time. Okay. Hey, I know you. You're the man who was with Tobias last night. Keep your voice low, Missep. I'm trying to remain incognito here. What are you even doing here? Said Cinders. Nothing important enough to bother you. This merely boring business stuff. Is that supposed to be a joke? We can say that we can try to keep his secrets. All right. Oh, let's see. Might be a good idea, actually. I think to tell me or face the consequences. No, please tell me. Let's try to be nice this time. Manipulated. What business? Please tell me what you're talking about. Sorry, but I swore on my honor I wouldn't break a word of it. No one else will know. You can trust me. I'm Tobias's friend after all. Sorry, but I'm telling. Goodbye. And that's him. Not a single word. Now I am even more curious than before. Truly. Give me a moment. I need to... You know what? Let's go internal, which means short break for you. Oh, come on. I need to check one thing before we actually continue. Where is my dashboard? Here. Okay. Oh, that was unexpected. Okay. Sorry for the little break that actually was not a break. Cinders, not a single word. Now I'm even more curious than before. I could ask someone else in the household if they know anything about this guy. And obviously that means asking one of the sisters, because as Cinders states, Carmos is certainly out of the question. Maybe one of the sisters. And again, I can never tell if they are on my side or not. Might be best to play dumb and see what happens. Should I leave it? It's a big question. What should we do? Well, we tried to be nice to Sophia. Asking her might be a good course of action. Let's go and try Sophia. Maybe Sophia will know something. She's always watching and listening to everything in the house. I'll go look for her. Okay, and we're back in Cinder's little quarter, which obviously is also the kitchen, as you might see clearly. Now that's just great. She's not here either, said Sophia. I thought for some she'd be hiding out in her room. I don't hide, Sophia. What are you doing in my room? Mother said dinner's almost ready, so I had to come fetch you. Where have you been? I was washing up, but I ran into a strange man on the way back. Do you have any idea who that was, or what he wanted? You seem to always have a good grasp on what's going on here. And here we have another branch, which obviously says quite clearly that we're again in a different sort of a storyline. I usually do, regardless of what Mother and Gloria think. The strange man came by earlier today. He said he had important information for Lady of the House. Gloria tried to send him away, but Mother ordered her to let him in. And the music goes into a more subtle tone. Do you have any idea what his information was? Well, I wasn't really invited to their secret meeting. This is very interesting. I wonder what Carmos is up to, said Cinders. Who knows? Mother had secret servants and spies everywhere. She's like a spider, pulling as many different threads of her web at once. Could be anything. That's sure a perfect analogy. I suppose if it's important, it'll come up eventually. Gloria might know more. She's always trying to please Mother. Well, that's... thank you for your information. I don't see why you're thanking me. It's hardly an exciting secret. Oh, it seems we're on another little conversation there, which doesn't actually lead to anything. Anyway, you should hurry up and get to the dining room. Mother would maul us both if you were late. Interesting. Okay, that's the second day, the end of the second day. A few hours later, we'll see how this will go. So worn out, said Cinders. Of course Caramosa would order me to help the servant wash the dishes. I wasn't much more than a servant during dinner either. Unlike the servants, I don't get paid, though. Honestly, I'd rather they don't even invite me to dinner. Picking over the leftovers is better than waiting on them. At least I had something to occupy my thoughts while I did the chores. A lot happened today.